I have to point out just a little misconception about The Godfather that's been sort of purveying the fandom for a while. And there's this misconception that in the original book, The Godfather, which both of you and I have read, great book. Like if you're into The Godfather, reading the book is like watching an extended version. You get like all these extra scenes. There is this misconception, which I believe comes about from the special features on The Godfather, where Walter Murch, great editor, great filmmaker, no disrespect to him, but he says something in the special features that I believe has led to this misconception that in the book, Michael Corleone is blonde.
Francis wanted to cast Al Pacino, and the studio had Robert Redford in mind. In fact, if you read the book, Michael looks like Robert Redford. He doesn't look like an Italian person. He's blonde, he's tall, he's handsome. The idea that Francis would cast somebody small and dark and very Italian looking, in fact, an Italian, seemed to the studio to be completely mysterious.
But that's actually incorrect. All right. Michael Corleone does have black hair in the book. Walter Murch is thinking about Carlo Rizzi in the book, who has blonde hair. And just to prove this, I went all the way and I found the quotes in the book. So page 11 on my edition of The Godfather right here. I'm going to read it right now so we can put the quote up. Michael Corleone was the youngest son of the Don and the only child who refused the great man's direction. He did not have the heavy, Cupid-shaped face of the other children, and his jet black hair was straight rather than curly. His skin was a clear olive brown that would have been called beautiful in a girl. Okay, there you have rock-solid proof. His hair was jet black. His jet black hair was straight rather than curly. Okay, Michael Corleone has black hair. When they cast Al Pacino, they cast him correctly. They weren't changing the character at all. And let me go to the other quote here, which is where they describe Carlo Rizzi in the book, and he's the one with blonde hair. All right, here's the second quote. The groom, Carlo Rizzi, was a half-breed, born of a Sicilian father and a North Italian mother from whom he had inherited his blonde hair and blue eyes. And this is part of the reason in the book and in the movie that the Corleones don't fully trust Carlo Rizzi after Connie marries him, because he's more of that Northern Italian, and they're like Sicilian, like Italians. So they don't fully trust him, and that's why they don't really involve him fully in the family. They give him like some side business that he ends up screwing up anyways.